Welcome to Naresh IT. My name is Satish. Okay, in the last session we discussed already about the user derived data types. User derived data types in XSD. But we have two types of data types. One is atomic data types and non-atomic data types. In the last class we discussed about which one? Atomic data type. Okay, already atomic data types are completed. Now we can concentrate non-atomic data types. How to create non-atomic data types? Actually, in XSD we have two types of non-atomic data types. One is list type, another one is union type. One is a list type, another one is union type. So total two types of non-atomic data types are possible to use. What is the use of list type? For example, you have one requirement in XML. What is that requirement is here contact or contact number. Okay, we want to specify multiple number of contact numbers. For example, 98, 98, 98, 22, 22. Similarly, 98, 98, 98, 33, 33. Okay, similarly one more value we want to use like this. So here close contact numbers. Here contact numbers is one element. Generally every element allows single value. But here what is our requirement? We want to collect multiple number of contact numbers as a single unit. Generally when we can go for list, when we want to collect multiple number of values as a single unit, then we can go for what? List. So simply for any element, if you want to allow collection of values, that means multiple number of values, then that element data type we can maintain as what? That element data type we can maintain as list type. So here contact numbers, if you are maintaining it with the list type, then multiple number of contact numbers are possible to specify. So how to create this list types? Means non-atomic data types. Okay, now observe, my focus is on list type. If you want to create the list types, then we can use already simple type, some data type name. For example, here my data type name is contact list. Here contact list is acting as what? Data type. Okay, it is which type? List type. So to create the non-atomic data type, that is list type, simply we can work with which one? List element. List item type is what? String. That means in this list, what type of data do you want to allow to store? That we can specify here. I want to allow to store which one? String types. Okay, so here contact list data type is acting as what? It is acting as one non-atomic data type. In the last session already we discussed about atomic data types. Even though to create atomic data type we are working with simple type only. To create non-atomic data type also we are working with what? Simple type only. But in the non-atomic case we are working with which one? Either list or union. Okay, similarly one more non-atomic data type I want to create. For example, here I have date list. I want to allow collection of dates for one element. So to allow collection of dates for one element, here I am using date list. Date list. So here item type is what? Date. Contact list is allows list of string values. Date list is allows list of date values. So how to use these non-atomic data types? Now observe, with the combination of atomic and non-atomic data types, now I am going to be writing one small example. So now concentrate, similar to previous examples now I am writing. Here I have XML schema. In this XML schema, here I am created my own target namespace. Okay, here my target namespace is what? http://empinfo.in/nit plus here I imported one namespace, that is which one? XML schema namespace, plus here I am created one prefix also, XS. So whatever the elements we are using from XML schema, like schema, element, complex type, sequence, all we can write with the prefix of which one? XS. Similarly, here I am imported this namespace, which on empinfo.in/nit. Any element if you are using from empinfo.in, then we can use with the prefix of which one? NIT. So now in this example, observe, I am creating two data types. First here I am creating two data types. What are the two data types? One is date list type. Date list type I am going to be using. This is acting as what? Non-atomic data type. Similarly, here I am using one more non-atomic data type, that is what? Contact list. So total two non-atomic data types I am created in this XSD. How to use these two non-atomic data types? Now observe. For example, here I am creating one element like employee. It is a complex type sequence. Okay, in this employee number is which one? Integer. Name is a string. Salary is a decimal. Vacation days. Vacation days is one element. This element now I am using with one non-atomic data type. My non-atomic data type name is date list. Here integer, string, decimal, these are I am using from XML schema. Date list I am using from NIT schema. NIT is my own schema. Similarly, here phone numbers. Phone numbers data type is what? Contact list. So in this element creation, total I have 5 child elements. Employee number, name, salary, vacation days, phone numbers. In this, vacation days and phone numbers two are configuring with what? Non-atomic data type. Similarly, I want to use one atomic data type also. So how to create atomic data type and how to use, once again observe in this example. Here already I have which one? Date list, contact list. One more data type I am creating, XS colon, simple type, name is equal to salary type. So my data type name is salary type. This one I am using as an atomic type. Atomic type. Okay, in this salary type, XS colon restriction. Restriction base is equal to decimal. Decimal close XS colon restriction. Okay, here the decimal we are using from XML schema. So difference is this one between non-atomic data type to atomic data type. This is now I am creating as an atomic data type, salary type. Okay, XS colon min inclusive value is equal to, suppose 10,000. XS colon max inclusive value is equal to 90,000. So wherever we are using the salary type, the salary type must be decimal and minimum salary 10,000, maximum salary 90,000. So here total how many data types are there? 3 data types. One is date list, another one is contact list. Date list, contact list is acting as non-atomic types. Okay, salary type is acting as what? Atomic type. So now salary type also I want to use for employee. What are the child elements are there? Employee number, name, salary. Okay, salary instead of using decimal, now I am going to be using my own data type, NIT colon. My data type is what? Salary type. So salary I am declaring with one atomic. Vacation days, phone numbers I am declaring with the non-atomic data types. EMP number and name here I am declaring with the built-in types. So this is a employee creation. Okay, this is our XSD. Save this XSD. G XML. Okay, user types dot XSD. So like we can create which one? Non-atomic data types. Then we can use this non-atomic data types elements in the XML. So how to use these non-atomic data types in the XML? Now observe how to use these non-atomic data types. So now I am going to be using these non-atomic data types in the XML. So now observe how to use. Here in XML, what is the root element now? Employee, close employee. Here XMLNS is equal to HTTP colon. What is the namespace? HTTP colon empinfo dot in slash NIT. You know already how to map the XML with XSD. Here XMLNS colon XSI is equal to HTTP colon www.w3.org 2001 slash XML schema hyphen instance. Next XSI colon schema location is equal to HTTP colon empinfo.in slash NIT plus the file name is user derived types dot XSD, user derived types dot XSD, and here this file is located in G drive XML folder. Like this we can map the XML with XSD. Okay, now we can use employee child elements. EMP number like 101, close EMP number, name Rama, close name. Next element salary. We know salary is salary type. Minimum salary is what? 10,000. Maximum salary is 90,000. Okay, I am using salary value as 15,000. So it is valid salary. Next, some another elements are there. What are that some another elements inside the employee check once XSD? Here the some another elements is what? Vacation days and phone numbers. Vacation days is a list type. List of dates are possible to use. List of dates, for example 2016. Okay, vacation days 2016 12 20. 12 is the month, 20 is the date. Or we can use okay 09, that is a month, 20 is what? Date. Similarly 2016 09 21, 2016 09 22. So like this create. Close which one? Vacation days. So here vacation days is allowing list of values. Similarly, one more element is there, phone numbers. The phone numbers is also list type. List of values possible to use, means list of phone numbers that are string types. 99, 88, 22, 33, 44, one value. 99, 88, 22, 33, 55, one more value. One more phone number 99, 88, 22, 33, 66. So like one more phone number I am using. Okay, close which one? Phone numbers. So here while using in the XML we are writing like a normal XML document only. But here when we are using non-atomic data types, here collection of values are possible to take at a time. That is the advantage. So these are acting as what? Non-atomic data type, that is list type. So we can create the non-atomic data types, that is a list type like this, and we can use in the XSD, and that XSD elements we can again use in the XML. Okay, this is what? List type. Similarly, one more non-atomic data type is there. The non-atomic data type is what? Union. What is the major use of union? Actually, union data type is used to combine two or more number of data types. Suppose we have two data types. The two data types, if you want to combine as a single data type, then we can go for what? Union type. How to create union type? Now observe here how to create union type. For example, here I have two data types. Just assume two data types. One is a running race, another one is gymnastics. One is a running race, another one is gymnastics. I want to combine the two data types as a single data type. Okay, to combine the two data types as a single data type, here I am going to be using which one? Union. So union, similar to list, here we can use union. Union member types. Union member types means some data types. Running race, gymnastics. Here running race is one atomic type. Gymnastics is also one atomic type. I am going to be combining the two atomic data types as a single type. The single type name is what? Event. So wherever we are using event, that element allows running race type value. That element also allows gymnastics value. Suppose if you are using any element with running race data type, the element only allows running race value. If you are using any element with gymnastics data type, the element allows only gymnastics value. But what is my target is, I want to combine these two data types and I want to derive new data type. So wherever I am using this data type, what is that one? Event. So I will allow running race as well as what? Gymnastics. So union mainly used to combine two types as a single unit. So how to use this union also? Now observe. For example, here how to use this union. Now concentrate. To work with this union, first we can create the required atomic types. So how to create the required atomic types? Now observe. Here I am creating one atomic type. My atomic type name is what? Running race. Running race. Running race is a atomic data type name. This atomic data type is allows which one? String data, and in this atomic data type some values I am specifying. That is what? To specify some values, here I am working with enumeration. The running race 100 meters, 10 kilometers, next 300 meters. So like this I am using. So wherever you are using the running race data type, the running race value must be 100 meters or 10 kilometers or 300 meters, like that. So this is now one atomic data type. Here I have one more atomic data type, that is gymnastics. Gymnastics. So here gymnastics values like some gymnastic data names I am specifying. Okay, floor, rings, and what? Beam. So wherever you are using gymnastics data type, the value must be floor or rings or beam. But what is my main target? Here I have two data types. I want to combine these two data types as a single data type. To combine these two data types as a single data type, now I am going to be using union. So by combining these two data types, I am creating a new data type, that is event. So how to create? Here simple type name is what? Event. Event is one of the union. The event is going to be combining two data types like running race and gymnastics. So in this XSD, anywhere if you are using event, then that respective element is allows running race value, or the respective element is also allows gymnastics value. So how to use? Now observe. Here I am going to be creating my elements. For example, my element name is what? Program. Okay, complex type, sequence. My element name is event name. Here the event name data type is event. Event name is element name, its data type is event. Event is one of the union type, and it is already combining two data types, what? running race, gymnastics. So this event name value, possible to use running race value as well as possible to use which one? The gymnastics. So now observe. Okay, this is my element creation. So how to use in the XML? Listen, if you want to use in XML, how you can work? For example, if you want to use in XML, you can take what is the root element? Program, close program. Okay, in this program, what is the child element name? Event name. So use event name. Event name data type is event. Event is one of the union type. The union type is a combination of running race and gymnastics. So either use running race value or gymnastics. For example, I am using running race value 300 meters. Close which one? Event name. So like we can use. Okay, the same program we can also write like this. For example, event name is rings. It is what? One gymnastic game. So event name possible to use as what? Running race. Event name possible to use as what? Gymnastics. So like it is possible to use. So this is one non-atomic data type. The non-atomic data type is what? Union. So in XSD, it is possible to create our own data types. Our own data types is what? Atomic types, non-atomic types. Atomic types like in the previous example here we are created. Here this salary type, it is acting as what? One atomic type. Why we are creating atomic types? Suppose 10 elements are there. For 10 elements providing of restrictions are increasing the burden. So for 10 elements providing the restrictions are increasing the burden. Instead of providing the restrictions for 10 elements, create one atomic data type with restrictions. Wherever that restrictions are required, instead of providing that restrictions, directly use which one? Atomic type. Non-atomic types are two types. One is what? List type, another one is union type. List type is used to allow collection of values. Union type is used to combine two data types. So like we are creating our own data types in the XSD. Okay, in the next session I will discuss how to create the attributes, and after that I will give the conclusion for XSD elements. Okay, that is the last session for XSD. Thank you for watching. For more videos you can subscribe Naresh IT YouTube channel.